May to August, 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are being prepared to be a host, all right?
Uh, Maybe yes.
Okay, maybe yes, no
Maybe yes.
problem.
Phil said in my last particular conversation, last mentoring about that, but
Okay,
I didn't start yet.
no problem, no problem. So, guys, we are live on YouTube, and something is wrong with my speakers. Let me check right here. Okay. And let me copy the questions to you guys and we can start. As we always do in the beginning of our immersions, we like to start with introducing ourselves. Okay, so I will ask to you, Osvaldo, start talking a little bit about you, please. And maybe you can share something new to us. I don't know, something you never talk before here in Talk and Talk.
Okay, let's do it. Um, Today it's an interesting topic we will talk about because I used to think a little bit about this. So I'm a person that try to think a lot of things about the life and the plans, and because I've changed my life many times years ago. From now, I'm not sure if everyone here remember, but I've worked in different areas in my life. I was self-employed entrepreneur and worked as IT analyst supporting infrastructure area for almost 14 years of my life. And yeah, I used to think about my personal life and work life as well, and hobbies as well, because I used to think how many which things I will do in some years from now, for example. um, and yeah, I hope to achieve my goals is about enhancing my career, my development career, and to trying to become a better person on the future. In summary, that's it.
Oh, all right. I think you already go to the first question, if you think about the future, but no problem. And what about you, Anderson? Can you talk a little bit about you, please? And I don't know, maybe share something new about you people doesn't know yet.
Okay, Ben. Uh, at my I have uh, here in Talking Talk the 1 month and speak in more or less, but I like to the platform in the immersion every day, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. But I me uh, so it's just don't have a new news for me, but I am happy and I work a lot in the crio my dog my sons in the and I go to the church every day or 3 or 4 hours per week and just I just it's for me.
All right. You forgot to mention one important thing about you, you know? Você esqueceu de mencionar algo importante para você. You are the best, how can I say that? The best administrator. I don't know if the right expression. Da, como é que é? Petrobras, né? Petrobras.
Extratura agora. Now
Extratura.
factory extratura. I
Yeah,
have
exactly.
just me understand, but
Uh,
very
I
good.
would say no problem, no problem. And what about you, Yanka? Good morning. How are you today?
Morning, guys. I'm
Uh,
okay. My internet it's little not stable, but I think it will work.
No
okay.
problem. So, Yanka, can you introduce yourself, please? We are live on YouTube, and then we will start with our questions.
Okay, my name is Bianca. I am 28 years old. I am living now in Campinas, but I am about to move. I am painting my house. I learned how to do it on YouTube. So now I am PhD on painting houses because I watched two videos. And yeah, I'm a demographer. In my free time, I like to go to the gym, to cook, to spend time with my family, my boyfriend, my cats, and it's that.
All right. Yeah, I already think about myself as a painter, pintor, because I saw some videos on YouTube, but I couldn't finish this wall, you know? Eu tentei fazer um cimento queimado e ficou uma bela de uma porcaria.
No
So I
problem.
have to pay to someone to do it correctly. But yeah, cimento queimado is harder than painting. So I used to think, oh, I know how to paint. It is not difficult, you know, but I made a mistake and I have to pay for it because it was a mess in my office. But right now it's beautiful. Thank, thanks God. All right, guys, let me check. I forgot to talk about me in the beginning. So, my name is Carlos. I'm 34 years old. I'm getting older. I work as a software engineer to a company located in USA, and I'm here in Talk and Talk for almost 2 years. Yeah, in August, I complete 2 years of Talk and Talk helped me a lot during this time. Actually, this is my, let me check, the 89 immersion. É minha imersão número 89 na Talk and Talk. So I'm counting the immersions I'm doing because I want to achieve 100 immersions on Talk Talk. Então, o meu
As a
objetivo
hoster.
é. Yeah, has a hoster. É, então já tô 89 imersões, liderando 89 imersões e tô na contagem regressiva para chegar na imersão número 100. Yeah. So we will talk today about future perspective. So this is the reason I bring this subject, you know. I always like to share something new about me because this way I not get used to não fico acostumado tipo a falar sempre as mesmas coisas, okay? So let's start with our questions. As I say, the subject today is future perspective. So let's start the question number one. Let's start with you, Bianca. I know you have plans to your future related to move to another city, but uh, how often do you think about the future? Is something concern you, or you don't usually think about the future? How is that to you?
I really think about the future obsessively. I think I'm anxious, so I have this necessity to plan everything, even the future. So I try to plan my future like in short term and long term. More or less, I have a schedule where I have all this planned, and I hope that I make it. I am going well until now, and I hope that I make it everything maybe. But yeah, I think a lot about the future.
Okay, and do you the plans you do about your future, you do only in your mind, or you write those plans, or maybe type on the computer? How do you plan your future?
I have a sheet on uma planilha de Excel, an Excel
Yeah.
sheet maybe, yeah, where I have
Spreadsheet.
a spreadsheet. Thank you. I have a spreadsheet on Google Docs where I put everything. I put my plans for the next year, 5 years, but some plans I just have with me, like have a family or children's. These things I do not put in this spreadsheet. It's just in my heart, I think.
It dreams you have in your own heart. São sonhos que você tem no seu coração, and okay. But at some point, these plans will be real, and you'll be real in your life, and you put on that spreadsheet as well. I think maybe. Okay, and what about you, Anderson? Do you often think about your future? Você pensa sobre seu futuro com frequência?
Yes, yes, I think in the future every day, every time, because I have a family and my decisions. It's very important for us I believe that I make the future now in present in my decisions is very important for us the future. But
All right.
I I I think every day, every time.
Okay. So the decisions you do today can shape, can decide your future. Então, as decisões que você toma hoje podem moldar o seu futuro. This is
Yes.
what you think. All right. And since you are a father and you have a family, you think a lot about your future with your family. I don't know, maybe something to that? Tipo, já que você é pai, tem uma família, você pensa um pouco sobre o seu futuro com sua família, esse tipo de coisa?
Yes, I think I I I have I think I went to my son's graduations and have a family with in my house os netos, grandma, netos. I have
Grandchildren.
children. This, but they is they are happy que eles sejam felizes, understand? But in my future, me and my wife, others, uh, re remember this is good moments in your life. You just I have it. I think every day it's now.
Okay, thank you, Anderson. And what about you, Osvaldo? How do you often think about the future?
I act the same way Anderson talked. I used to think about the future and every time. But it's a hard topic to talk, because maybe in our mind we
People
will.
always say that, you know?
Yeah, I think it's hard, but it's important to think and try to organize the ideas. Well, in my case, I've some years ago, I've one of my last notes writing by my hands on the paper was some notes about my medium and long term plans. For example, to become a international professional, it's one of this kind of the financial and personal plans, because besides financial, I really like to live abroad and take this kind of experience of my life, because I would like to have some business in the future. I'm not sure about what kind of business, but I'm trying. I used to try to participate of side projects to get this kind of experiences. Um, in long term, my main goals is about b- building my retired life. It's the most important thing for me, and make a financial reserve for my children. It's the most important. I'm trying to do this because I didn't have this kind of tools in my life, so I try to improve this for my children and for my family. Yeah, in summary, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Oswald. So, Oswald say there is a long time he doesn't write on the paper his plans, and Yanka said she used to write her plans on a spreadsheet. And for me, I think about the future. I don't know if it's all the time, but I had plans to the future. I had a age I want to be retired, but not that kind of retirement you do nothing in your life, sit on the front of the house and watch the time pass. This is not the kind of retirement I want. The kind of retirement I want is be have freedom financially to decide what I want to do and say no to what I doesn't want to do. So this is the kind of retirement I want. And I have plans for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I had some bills to pay until my daughter get, I don't know, 12 years old. She is now 8 years old. So I had a lot of plans to the future, and this is the reason why I'm studying English, because I think it's important to my future. And this is the reason why I'm trying to put in my oldest daughter the importance to her learn English, because I don't know what the future can bring to us. Maybe a possibility to move to another country. I have a desire to do a master degree on USA on some point of my life. It's not because I want to be a master. Não é porque tipo, eu quero mestrado. It's because I only I want the experience of talking English in a real live environment. Tipo, é só porque eu quero colocar meu inglês na prática, tipo assim, no dia a dia. So I have this, it's not a fixed plan, não é tipo um plano fixo na minha vida, tipo, I will do this next year, or I will do this in 3 years. Tipo, não tem um plano fixo assim, se eu vou fazer, ano que vem ou daqui 3 anos, but it's something in some point of my life I want to, I don't know, live 1 year, 2 years on USA maybe, and then go back to Brazil. Because nowadays I don't have the desire to move to live my entire life in another country. I really like the life I had here in Brazil, my family, everything in here. But I want that experience, to live some time abroad. That's it about me. So let's go to other question. What is the first image you get when you think about the future? Qual que é a primeira imagem que você tem quando você pensa sobre o futuro? I will start that question with you, Anderson. All right, because in the church, I know we talk a little bit about that. Having images about the future. And what do you think about that question?
Um, the first image I get when to think about future is my son's happiness in with your family, with say other question, other answer, né? With many grandchildrens, play at the outside in my house, meeting with the family on Sunday, on weekends. Understand? Uh, uh, this is my first image that I have in my mind
All
in
right.
this question.
So you are a guy just like Toretto. Do you know Toretto from Velozes e Furiosos? É tipo um cara que nem o Toretto dos Velozes e Furiosos. Family.
Family. Yes,
É,
my principal target is my family. Assim, my family is my tesouro. Understand? Tesouro underneath.
I
uh,
know, I know.
I
Your
don't know to say
treasure.
treasure. Yes, is that, but in my objective in the future. Uh, I agree in depend for me, understand me in my decisions now. And então it's because uh, I happy I learn English this way because I can the better job and a lot of money, a lot of comfortable this, but for it, they understand. Just it, my focus this my family, but I don't have family. I don't know with my life. Understand?
All right, all right. I totally understand you. And yeah, family it's important to me as well. And what about you, Osvaldo? Do you have an image about your future?
Yeah. Well, of course, depend of the context. If we are talking about myself, I can see myself being an international professional and earning in stranger currencies. Improved myself and for my family. And if we are talking about my children, for example, I'm not sure about if I will try to control the way that both of them we will live, but the only thing I try to pass for both of them is to to be a good persons, good people. Only this. If both of them will, it's not about sexuality or what kind of things both of them will do in their lives. It doesn't matter for me. The only thing is important. It's they will become a good people and working. Yeah, just did. Uh, yeah, in summer, that's it.
That's really interesting what you say about their happiness and about their future working. Because nowadays we can saw a lot of kids doesn't want to work, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's interesting.
I hope they both of them work a lot, you know. But I mean, I will not control how the way both of them will do that. Will do that, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand. I think the same way, you know, we can decide what they want to do for a living, but
Yeah.
it's interesting we teach them the importance of the value of the work, you know. I started to work when I was, I don't know, 14 years old, and I think it was good to me because when I don't know if other men think the same way than me, não sei se tipo os outros se os outros homens pensam que nem eu, but when I realized I could get my own money and I didn't have to ask money for my mom,
I think
That
like you.
was beautiful, you know. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. I can buy I
So
can buy
powerful.
my own stuff without to asking permission, you know. Tipo, eu
Yeah.
posso comprar o que eu quiser sem pedir permissão.
Yeah. It's
So
so
it
powerful.
was, yeah, of course, I made dumb decisions with my money when I was younger, like spend my entire salary in one night with my friends. Tipo, já fiz algumas decisões bem estúpidas com meu dinheiro, but that me teach a lot. You know, because after that night, I realized, man, I have to work an entire month to get another salary. I will never spend with my friends again this way. So it's important to have this image about our future. And what about you, Yanka? Sorry, I I hijacked the top. What do you think? Do you have image about your future? Maybe, I don't know, get a retirement in a beautiful beach with a lot of kids around you. I don't know, with someone besides you. What do you think about your future?
Um, I imagine myself with a stable job. Um, it will be nice if a public servant, for example, it will be really good to be one of them, very well succeed in my area professionally. I hope I am working for it. Working from home, it will be really nice to maintain this lifestyle working from home. My life changed after I started to work by my home. A beautiful family, maybe, and a good bank account. A really
Oh,
good bank account.
that's awesome. And you say to about to be a public servant. Tipo, você falou sobre ser funcionário público. Did you do the last concurso on Sunday? Você fez o
No, I
concurso do domingo?
didn't. No, because I finished my doc in 2026. So I
Mm,
will do this kind of test in 2025, I think, during the next whole year to get
okay.
my post, I hope.
No problem, no problem. Just to chilling. Só para tipo jogar a conversa fora.
Mm.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think I forget to answer that, but I had an image about my future, as I say, related to my retirement, spend my oldness, tipo, gastar minha velhice com minha esposa. I always talk about that with my wife and my daughters, you know. I will get older like that grandpas. Oh, with Bengala, you know, tipo, this kind of thing. And my daughter say, "Oh, you will not get older." Tipo, e minha filha fala, não, você não vai ficar velho desse jeito. So I make jokes about that, you know, and I hope to live until 120 years. Tipo, eu quero viver até os cento e
Oh
vinte
my goodness.
anos.
Uh,
So, but 120 years with health, you know,
yeah.
being active, you know, not depending from other people's clean
Oh
my
my
ass
goodness.
and those kind of things, you know. I want to live with strong as I can do my life right now, tipo, do jeito que eu posso viver minha vida agora.
It will be
Travel,
hard.
no, it will be not hard. I start to take care about my healthy, my I do exercise and eat better. I think, I don't know. Uh, let's see what the future have to us. So let's go to another question. Question number 3. Oswald, can you read the question? Oh, let's jump to the question number 5. Can you read the question number 5, please?
Okay. What do you think will happen in the world during that time?
No, question number 4. Sorry,
Four? Okay. How do
I
you
say
see?
5. Sorry,
I think so.
no problem.
No problem,
Sorry,
no problem.
My mistake.
Don't worry, don't worry. How do you see yourself in 15, 25, or 30 years? 30 years. Well, let's start 15 years. 15 years, I hope to be IT executive, to be in IT executive position about my career. And I hope that my sons will be having a good life. Yeah, and I hope to be a family, like actually. Yeah, summer, that's
How,
it. And
how old you be on next 50, 40,
15
50
years.
years?
Oh my
Com quantos
God.
anos você vai estar daqui 15 anos?
I think I will be with 48 or 49 years old.
Ah,
Yeah, I think.
you be young. You used to be
50,
young.
50 around of 50 years old. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. No
Yeah.
problem.
In 25 years, so 15 years, that 10 years after that, I will have a 65 years old. Well, I hope to be retired about my daily work, but I hope to be a business or to be a part of a company, you know. I would like to be investor of a kind of startup that time, uh, only with investor, you know. I hope not to be on the daily operations of that company, you know.
Okay.
And to live with my family. Yeah, I think that's it. In 30 years, I hope to be completely retired. You know, just playing video games because I really love to play video games.
Good, very good.
Yeah, and to be with my family, of course. I hope to be with my actual current fiance, you know. Of course, I'm not sure how about the future, but I hope that.
Okay.
Yeah, summer, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, 30 years, it's a long time to think about our life, but I remember when I was younger and I remember my dad doing 35 years old and I looked to him, oh man, you are too old. Tipo, eu lembro meu pai fazendo 35 anos, eu pensei, cara, você é velho. And now I'm with 34. E tipo, agora eu tenho 34, so I still think, oh, he's
I'm
not so
younger.
young. I'm younger, I'm not old as well, so it's not a problem. But it's interesting think that amount of time in front. And what about you, Yanka? What do you expect to you next 15, 25, 30 years?
Well, in 15 years, I will be 50, oh, sorry, in 15 years, I will be 43 years old. So
Ah,
I will be in the top of my career, I hope. I hope to be a reference in my field, my area, and maybe have a family until there. And in 30 years, I will be 58 years old. I don't know if I will be retired, but I hope that in 2 years later, I will retire and just live the life and travel a lot. When I will be a retired person, I really hope that I travel a lot for every part of the world, and I hope that I save money to do this until now, until there. And well, enjoy the life, I think, the rest of the life that I will have.
Okay, that's awesome. And what about you, Anderson? I know you are a young guy, but I don't know if you have plans to the next 15, 25,
Oh my
30
God,
years.
I am scared, scared, assustado. I, because 15 years, I have 62 years. Oh my God, I I have a most past with future for my life. Understand? Because I am 46 years old. The barba branca and a little hair in my head.
I have
Uh,
white mustache like you. Don't worry about that.
I
but
have this
um,
year it starts to appear some white
so
começou a aparecer uns pelo branco aqui. It's not a problem.
just, me começou a aparecer uns pelo preto, porque só just black pure. But I don't in 15 years I just director in my factory, understand the fluency in English very well, and I think yes, I myself just raising my children and managing the health accumulated, understand patrimony on the years, traveling with my life and enjoy quality times with my life. Just very, oh, in 13 years. Oh my God, 7 to 7, I don't say
77, você vai estar
77. Yes, because
77. Yeah, you can say 77.
77. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Very Bengala and uh, uh, take
Dentadura.
remédios. No, no, dentadura. I touch my every day, every week. I don't know. 7, 7.
I
Oh my
hope to be
God.
alive when we'll have 77 years
Yes,
old.
yes, yes. Oh my God, you just oh, I don't. I'm scared. Yes, but don't problem. Don't worry. Be happy.
There is a
So
song. Don't worry. Nah, there
be
is there is that
yeah.
song. Do you know?
That's you. I know. I
About a
know.
face.
I
Everything,
thought Bobby
everything is
Marley.
Yeah.
everything is
Everything
gonna be.
is gonna be alright.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. I don't know. Next 15 years to me, I was hoping, as Oswald say, being an IT manager or something related to that, because I think I will be starting to get close to the end of my career. I already have 15 years of experience in IT area, and I don't know. I have this desire to be a tech lead at some point of my career, and maybe be a specialist in some field related to IT. The next 20, in next, nos próximos 15 anos, I will be, let me check, 45. I will 49. I will be 49 years old. And I don't know, next to 30 years, I will had 64. Vou estar com 64. So yeah, at that point, I expect my both daughters are married. They have his own childrens, and I will be. I expect to be a good grandpa. Então espero ser um bom avô, mimar bastante meus netos ou netas, and that's what I hope. Travel a lot with my wife, spend my time with her. This is what I want to do in, I don't know, next 30 years. I don't work. I don't want be working in an active way in the next 30 years, but yeah, that's what I want to that. Okay, let's go to other question. Let's go to the question number 5. It will be good to think about that. Let's start with you, Bianca. What do you think will happen in the world during that time? The next, I don't know, 30 years or less? O que você acha que vai acontecer com o mundo nos próximos 30 anos ou menos?
It won't be
Don't get
good.
anxious. Don't get anxious about that, you know? It's just like to chilling. Não fique ansiosa, é só pra gente jogar a conversa fora.
Yes, of course. I'm not an optimistic person, so thank you for your advice. But I really hope that we figure it out how to deal with the climate change. I think that all countries will work together and figure out how to deal with this. And then para que my children and grandchildren have a world to live in, a good world to live in. So I really hope that we make it. And I don't know, maybe about tech. When I will have my own house, I really hope that I have an intelligent house, you know. Everything is connected with
Smart
my
home.
Alexa. Yeah, smart home. I really hope this. So I
Very
imagine
good.
that everyone will have one of these houses or a kind of these houses. It will be really nice just to command everything with your cell phone or with your voice command. It will be nice. I hope good things from technology nowadays. But about the world, I hope that we work together.
All right, that's awesome and interesting. And what about you, Oswaldo? What do you think about the war during that time?
Oh, before to give my opinion, only I think about Yanka said about voice commands. I will try a research on my hobby because I like to racing in motorsport games. And I have an engineer, English engineer, that passed all the information about the racing and opponents in my year, and it did released a tools that the racers can speech kind of voice commands to the engineer. You know, I will try test this kind of tool next days, I guess. Well, I hope that some almost of device will be changed. My opinion, for example, I think that the personal computers works today will disappear in the future because, like a gamer, this kind of device is so big and spend a big space of my office, for example. And I think that kind of device, I'm sure that games will continue on the future, but the device that we'll use will become menor. I forgot how can I say menor if you want to say
Smaller.
smaller. Yeah, I think the gamer devices will be smaller in the future. Thank you, Carlos. Another things, we'll have devices with no cables in the future. Let me see about the behaviors. I like Yanka said, I'm concerned about that because I'm not sure if the new generations people can manage their life. You know, I think that's it because I used to think that the way that the younger people live today, I'm not sure if they can manage the challenge of life, Yeah, I think that's it. And I'm not
Oh,
sure what about this. In summary, that's it.
okay, that's
Great.
interesting. Thank you. I don't know what will happen with the future of the world. Yanka said about the climatic changes. I don't know if we'll solve this problem or not, but I don't want that. But the ways the things are going nowadays, maybe in 30 years we will have another war, I think, world war, something like that, because 30 30 years, it's a lot of time. I don't want that for me and for my kids as well, and for my family. But I don't think people can avoid that. Não consigo pensar que as pessoas podem evitar isso. Tipo, em algum ponto eu acho que vai ter, tipo, uma outra guerra, algo do gênero. E yeah, I hope, I don't know, maybe uh, the future will be more connected, people sharing and global civilization. Um, I hope maybe we can uh, bring, and how can I say that? Tipo, diminuir, make the frontiers shorter. I don't know, on the countries. Not because I want to be everything only one uh, country, but I think it will be easier to move around the world, and sharing, connecting to people. Maybe, I don't know, in the future here in Brazil, people will have more access to knowledge and to study, and I don't know, talking another language. I don't know. I think I realize nowadays we had much more people talking English and Spanish. So I think this will help us as a community to grow the entire world. So yeah, that's what I think. And I hope to have, you know, if people learn about another language, maybe they can understand another people, because when I'm learning English, it's easier to me to understand what uh, someone from USA want to say something to me. So I don't know. I think the linguist barrier, tipo, a barreira linguística, tipo, quando isso diminuir, pode ajudar. Bianca, you want to say something?
Yes, about language. I think that in the future we will have an advice in our ears, orelha, and this will translate, the conversation to us.
No,
So I think that
no.
our children
No,
won't
I
have
don't want that.
to
Não quero isso.
won't
It
have
was a
to
lot of
learn.
effort. It was a lot of effort to learn English. I don't
I
want this be
know.
throwaway. Não, não, não. Isso eu não quero. Foi muito esforço para aprender inglês. Eu não quero que isso seja jogado no lixo, não. This kind of device can't exist. And if I discover you, Oswaldo, or maybe anyone else from ITR is working in this kind of device, I will fight against you. Se eu descobrir que tem alguém da área de tecnologia trabalhando com isso, eu vou
Carlos,
atrás do cara. Cara, é muito difícil aprender inglês e agora que eu tô aprendendo inglês, vocês vão inventar um
Carlos,
negócio que, tipo, já traduz tudo automaticamente? Ah, vai se lascar, tá louco?
some years ago, I've worked in the IoT smart home mobile app, project. So it's possible.
No, I
I
know
think
it's
it's
totally
possible.
possible. My wife, in her cell phone, she talk in English with her cell phone. She's saying Portuguese and the cell phone translate in voice mode, tipo, o celular da minha esposa já tem tipo uma inteligência artificial. Vou colocar bastante aspas assim, né? Que, tipo, ela já fala em português e o celular já sai falando em inglês. E daí ela fala, você quer morar nos Estados Unidos? Eu nem preciso aprender inglês. Aqui, ó o que o celular faz. Então tá bom. I was watching Instagram Reels. I was watching this, and the guy was on Disney, and he say, if you want to enjoy Disney, if you want to travel to Disney, start to teach your kids English, because they will enjoy much more, because everything is in English in there. The presentations and the shows are in English. And of course, it will be beautiful if you sit down and watch something, but if you can understand, will be better. Então, tipo, isso que eu falei para minha esposa, você pode até falar usando o celular, mas tipo, você vai sentar lá ver um show, as pessoas vão estar falando inglês, você não vai entender nada. Tipo, o celular não vai traduzir ali em tempo real. But of course, a device just this kind of device, Yanka said, maybe can help in those situations, Okay, I think we had time to a final question, but it will be a short answer. Então, tipo, a gente tem que ter uma resposta curta para a gente ir por uma pergunta final. Question number 12. What things do you think would disappear or appear in the future? So Yanka starts saying some device can help to understand everything. Yanka, what do you think can disappear in the future? O que pode desaparecer no futuro?
Fashions, maybe, that will be replaced by AI, sorry. So some professions, but I'm not really worried, because I think that we will work on it in other kind of, it will appear other kind of professions at the same time. It will disappear. It will appear, I think, some technology to help us with normal disease like diabetes, heart attack, this kind of thing. So normal disease, I think we will have some device to help us to live longer and with more healthy. But these are more things that will disappear. Maybe, as Osvaldo said, the computer will change for another kind of a device. I don't know, a lot of things.
All right. And what do you think, Anderson? What can disappear in the future?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. No, I eu tenho certeza que disappear the smartphone, just the smartphone, because this smartphone in here, sabe, into my body, and this the listen and the speak in the eyes, just the ego, no, just the Google was Oculus, understand? Just óculos, this a lens with my in the understand disappear of the smartphone, and disappear this language, learn not just learn English, learn the right and the, sabe, eu acredito que vai desaparecer aprender a escrever a ler. Is it terrible? But as I know, because this internet involved all this is tudo vai ser for internet, understand? Connected, they learn. But my son de 3 years don't read, não sabe ler. They put the button and say vídeo galinha pintadinha. This is the I understand. It's very terrible, but I know. Just it.
Okay. And you, Osvaldo, you have 1 minute to give your answer.
Okay. I think we will disappear a personal computer the way that we know actually, but will appear a kind of glasses or objects connected on the internet